And the first U.S. military plane to fly to the eastern Visayas carry relief supplies and a contingent of Marines. The C-130 was loaded with bottled water, generators, a forklift, and 2 trucks. Hajji Kaamiño filed this report.
The distribution of humanitarian and relief assistance for Super Typhoon Yolanda victims living in isolated areas or zones can now be done easily. This after the arrival of 2 of the MV-22 aircrafts of the United States Forces at Villamor Air Base in Pasay City that serve as supplements to what the Philippine government need in terms of transporting items. Colonel John Peck, the Chief of Staff of the 3rd Marine Expeditionary Force, said these aircrafts can land at any open field without even the occurrence of airfield landing area.
4 MV-22 Ospreys, which 2 will be arriving here shortly, will be flying in this afternoon to support our efforts. These aircraft are going to provide unique capabilities to transport personnel and equipment throughout the region, as well as provide us direct access to locations that may not be accessible due to poor road conditions. Thank you very much.
The U.S. forces expressed their condolences to the victims of Super Typhoon Yolanda. U.S. Embassy Charge d'Affaires Brian L. Goldbeck also encouraged the Filipinos not to lose hope despite the devastation. He also thanked the government for the existence of the Visiting Forces Agreement between the Philippines and USA.
We have pledged immediate relief and continue to assess the situation so we may help as much as possible in the best way possible in accordance with the Philippine government's desires. These efforts are facilitated by the Visiting Forces Agreement, which allows us to train together and work together in preparation for times such as these.
Aside from the 2 MV-22 aircrafts, 3 more will be added to help in the relief, search and rescue operations. Assessment of the situation, especially in the province of Leyte, city in particular, meanwhile is currently being conducted.
For this time, one of the first things we did was send a team, start up the disaster assistance response team here in the Philippines and a response management team in Washington. So there's a whole group of people working to make sure that a response is robust.
For the People's Television Network, this is Hajji Kaamiño.